Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. Been super busy this week, haven't had a chance to do a video since Monday, so definitely figured I was like, well, let's do another video. I am a little bit pressed for time today though, so I am going to make this video quick, but I definitely just wanted to do another Walking Dead discussion topic video leading up to the Walking Dead Season 10, mainly also because of some of the stuff we've been seeing in Fear. I want to talk about Georgie and this place that Rick has been taken. And if they're connected or not. Because I think we're starting to get, in Fear the Walking Dead specifically, more evidence of this topic. Which is, of course, in Season 8, now, spoilers for The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. In Season 8, we did see what was the, the three of them. You know, we saw the two characters, and then we saw Georgie. And they went to, the hilltop, and, they gave them, plans and stuff for the future, and she seemed pretty nice. And Georgie kind of seemed like Pamela from the comics. Just in the TV show, they changed her name, and that, this and that. And since then, we haven't seen her, but we know that Maggie is off at wherever Georgie is living at. And it looks like she's probably at a pretty decent setup, just by the looks of them, They're not on the road, you can tell, and all that kind of stuff. The place that Rick is taken at, with the three, like the symbol, right? That, from what I'm seeing, is a place where, they kind of, they're doing experiments on people, and, they kind of, it looks like they have, like, this black armor from what Althea saw, and, she even, got captured by one of the guys that was wearing, like, black armor. One of them was a zombie, two was dead and stuff, and, long story short, it looks like the place that Rick got taken in is probably a bad place, but the thing I don't understand, and this is something that I've kind of been seeing from people in the last little while, is, Jada said the place that, because you gotta remember, the place that Rick got taken to with Jadis is the same, the soldiers from that place are the ones that Althea saw in Fear. But it's like, she said to Gabriel in season 9, episode 3, that if you come with me, we can live in a place, you wouldn't even, you couldn't imagine, basically telling Gabriel that the place is safe. I don't really get the sense that, we don't really get the idea that, it's a bad place if she says that. And that really is what brings me to the conclusion, is that I actually do think for the TV series, in the comics, there was a place called the Commonwealth. I think in the TV series what they're doing, and I think this is how they're going to avoid having Rick in the original TV series ever again, because Andrew Lincoln said that he will never be in the original canon series again. I think what they're going to do is that they're going to make the Commonwealth even a bigger place than in the comics. And in the comics, they had white armor, just like the person in Fear had black armor that captured Althea. I think what they're going to do is they're going to have a good part of the Commonwealth with Georgie and people wearing white armor and that type of deal, and it's going to be the comic book series version of that, and Georgie will be Pamela. And then I think that we will have maybe a bad part of the Commonwealth with people in black armor, and maybe there's more of them, and they rule Georgie and her people or whatever. And Georgie and the others have to listen to what the people in the black armor that, captured Rick are doing. And they're kind of like the big bosses, and Georgie and, and her people are kind of, like just the community. But then the people in the black armor, are the people that are like kind of like the saviors of the place, like, a good example is season 7. You have Rick and the others, and you have Alexandria, but it's like the big bosses are Negan and the Saviors. They work for Negan and the Saviors. Almost the same type of thing. Georgie and her people, maybe we see the people in the white armor are kind of like the good people, but they work for the people in the black armor who do experiments on people and stuff like this, that are bit or something, or this and that, and Rick is one of those people or whatever, and they are like the big bosses of this bigger Commonwealth. So that is my thoughts on it. Hopefully you guys can understand what I meant, because I went into detail quite a bit in this video, but, you know, people, if you read the comics, if you watch The Walking Dead, if you watch Fear the Walking Dead, you probably know what I mean. So, I think that's what they're doing with it, and I actually like that direction. I think they're trying to make the Commonwealth more interesting for the TV series version, than in the Commonwealth, you know, from the comics, you know? So, just to kind of say it again, I think that we're going to have Georgie and her people, and she has people with white armor, and those are her fighters, people in the white armor, just like in the comics. But the change for the TV series is that you're going to have people in black armor, and they have, you know, experiment on, you know, people or whatever that are either bit or injured or whatever, like Rick, and Rick is one of the tons of people or whatever that they have. And they rule, they own Georgie and her people, you know? And maybe what happens is that when Daryl and, you know, Carol and some of the others actually get to Georgie's place at the Commonwealth in season, like, 11 or something, they find out about this other place, like, you know, these other people or whatever that's kind of ruling Georgie's, you know, people. And Daryl's going to give them the confidence to fight back against the evil and the people that own them. And Daryl's going to tell them, look, we were in your shoes, you know? We were in your shoes, you know. You know, there was a point in time where people ruled us. They were called the saviors, and we fought back. And you know, now we live free, and now we can do whatever we want again. And the saviors are dead. And Daryl will be like, "We're gonna help you defeat these people," not knowing that Rick is actually one of the people that they're, you know, experimenting. But we won't see Rick because I know that Andrew Lincoln kind of doesn't want to actually come back for the Rick role. So I know this video might be complicated to kind of, but if you've been, you know, paying attention to this entire video, these last 7 minutes, you kind of know what I mean. I think that's what they're doing with the Commonwealth of the Walking Dead TV series universe, and they're making it way bigger and way more of a big deal than the comic book series version. So yeah, I think that's what they're doing, and I think that's why we won't see Rick in the TV series, because he will be kind of, you know, held against his will, and we'll never see him. And Maggie's with the good people, you know, Georgie and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's what we're looking at. I think that's what we're looking at, and I think that is our TV series version of the Commonwealth. I think we have the good people with Georgie and all that. That's where Maggie's at. And then we have the bad people that capture people and experiment on people that are bit and stuff like that and try to figure out more about zombies. And they rule Georgie and her people and stuff. And then, like I said, when Daryl and the others show up to the good Commonwealth, maybe Maggie takes them there or something in season 11, we can see Daryl convince Georgie and her people to fight against the bad people, you know, that are ruling, you know, Georgie and her people, that, you know, take people and all that kind of stuff, and where Rick and Jadis are at. So that's my predictions. I'm gonna get out of here because I am pretty pressed for time, but I definitely want to do this video because it's a discussion topic video that everybody's just all over the place on. That's my thoughts. I think that'd be a pretty interesting route if that's what they did, and that's my thoughts on it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, of course, and I will catch you guys pretty soon for another video. If you're new here, of course, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new Walking Dead videos, or Fear the Walking Dead videos, or Rick Grimes movie videos, or the third series of Walking Dead videos. Walking Dead is just all over the place right now. Walking Dead comics and just everything. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.